Hello, ladies, gentlemen, everything in between. I'm Big Man 4, the father you never had, and welcome. So, this video is going to be more of a, I guess, retrospective on this game. It is pretty fun. Let's start with that. Let's start with pros, because I feel that's where shit should really begin with the game, because they're meant to be fun. How fun is this game? Scale 1 to 10, I'll definitely give it, since this game is literally right up my alley of games I like. I will give it a definite 7. It's a game that's good. I like the premise. The Pokemon are fun, or the pals. The pals are fun, but it's like the water it's just buggy. Let's be honest, it's buggy ass game. In most cases, that adds charm if you're a Fallout lover, like yours truly. But in this case, it is bugs where like I can get stuck underground and I can't get back out. So they're kind of actually game impacting ones. Those I don't like. Versus maybe like the ones where like the character's just T-posing when you spawn in, or like your pals are just T-posing the whole time. Like that I can live with. I don't mind. But there's also a problem of spawning in pals and them not attacking for quite a bit of time, or when you interchange them. Like my this guy, when I spawn him in, so and he goes to attack, he just and I want him, and I'm in the middle of a fight, he just does not attack. That is not a good thing. But then again, it's not, like I said, fighting not bad. I think this game needs a little more challenge to it. Like it needs more, like maybe minions around bosses, because I think that would actually make bosses harder, having little minions that are maybe like level 20 instead of level 40 chilling around them, or their level will be higher. But they definitely need more than, not, I don't need to say variety, it's just more challenge in the actual boss encounters, because they're quite easy. Like, if once you get a decent level Pokemon, you never have to like, oh, I put that in there on accident. You never actually have to really try again. Like once you hit like my level, there's only like, I just didn't kill this guy because I didn't have a ball to catch him. Anubis, 47. That's the highest I've come across. And yes, I still have not beaten the game, so there's still more, and this is a partial idea. But this is like, if you want to get into the game, what you're going to hit right off the bat. And this is like, it's essentially what you'll start off with. I'm skill tree about close to being done. I'm like 14 levels. What am I? 35, 34. So I'm like 16 levels away from 50. Yeah, 50's the end. And I still have a bunch of unknown Pokemon, so I don't know what most of them can do. I don't know what most of them can do and stuff, so. But I have been killing as many bosses as I could along the way. There's like, what, 1, 2 still on my map that I haven't taken care of, and I'll be able to buy that a bunch of stuff. I'm able to buy everything as I go along on the purple side. But as that, I think I beat enough of the game's bosses. Like what level was this guy? 38. Yeah, that's the highest level boss I believe I've beaten. I don't know. I kind of like stopped looking at their levels and just killed them. But yeah, they're easy. They're not the most challenging bosses. Game physics needs work. Spawning needs work, is what I said. Now the bases. I actually have no problem with the bases. Maybe a square instead of a circle though, because circle is I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I like the squares better versus circles. Because I guess you get I could like building more in squares. Like if I want to build the oh shit, that's a lot of metal. If I want to build in like the outsides over there, I have to be mindful of the it's round, so like parts of it will hang out. Like when I was building the the spear factory, I was building it right here. I built it like right here, and due to because I wanted it far away from my shit at my other base, and it's since like the curve is right here, and me laying it right here, it puts it outside of this circle, but it's half in and half out. That means that shit does not count sometimes, and you had to dismantle it and remantle it somewhere else. But if it's like the conveyor belt, you might get over encumbered or yada yada yada. There is a couple inconvenient things, but like all around, this game is solid 7. It has potential to be a 10. Let me just be honest. I went off up here on my first world. I went up here to go try to get to that giant tree that's in the distance, and it's cut off. But that section of the map is the segment of the map's there, but the area has a literal invisible wall around it. There's also like a little metal island or something right here. I don't know what it is. I go to it. You go to it during the day, you get hit with the trespassing logo, and then you get you have to fight the PDF guys. So I don't know. I know this game technically has a story. Haven't taken too much of a peek at it, so I can't speak on that. But it is very Ark like. It was like a much more calm and relaxing version of Ark. Like, let me be honest. Because Ark is far harder than this game, and by a lot. Which isn't always a bad thing. In this case, it does mean it's like the easier version. It's like the Minecraft. If you ever played Terraria, it's a Minecraft-like game, but it's like 2D instead of 3D, and it's much harder than Minecraft by a lot. The final bosses don't compare, and this game has kind of become that. Like, yes, it's Pokemon, but Minecraft, it's survival, so it kind of like piqued my head in that. Yeah, there's some janky stuff in the game, don't worry, but it's all around a very endearing game, very good. Mechanics so far, how fleshed out they feel, is you can look at the technology tree and we talk about this. So most games have you've hit stone, now you hit metal, and you basically restart at metal. It's just everything underneath metal is now extremely easy to get most of the time. It's extremely easy, and it's almost effortless at that point. So, in this game's case, the power sphere, the wood tools, handheld torch, the bows, the glider, saddles don't count because they're kind of like their own thing. But bows, arrows, and then you get right here. You get the best wood bow you can build. Then, as soon as you unlock the furnace and the high quality workbench and the metal, you now have. I don't know. The butcher knife is not actually a good weapon, as I thought it would be a decent weapon. It's kind of ass. But now you get the high quality workbench, and the high quality workbench now allows you to craft better shit, like the crossbow or the metal spear. I think you can craft the metal pickaxe at the primitive workbench. On my head, I believe you can. But like, craft a bunch of stuff. But yeah, so now you hit the metal stage. Then the metal stage goes to. It picks up here. Or no, metal stage picks up right here. Because now metal becomes far more demanding down here. Like, this is 25. This is 15. And then that's 20 in all. This is 50. Like, if you want the little toolbox stuff and that makes your characters I don't have enough skill tech points. I'm surprised. But if you want enough metal, you'd have to build it up, especially for like the water fountain. right, and then not too far. I think I'm almost about to hit. Yeah, I did hit it. Now you get the improved crafting furnace and all that. At my other base, I built it. I just ran out of skill points, unfortunately. But now you unlock the same. Basically, you start over again. That's not a gripe because every single game has it. Minecraft has it. When you hit iron, you now aim for diamond. Then after you get diamond, you aim for netherite. That's just the pecking order of games, survival games, crafting as survival games. This is literally just how you have to do it. Because unless you want your beginning tools to be the greatest tools in the game, you're gonna have to basically essentially restart and restart and restart through the progression system. That game Terraria, I love that game's progression system. One of the best I've ever seen. Like, feel how you feel about the game. Progression is fantastic. The entire time you feel like you're getting stronger. There's not a single point in the game where you're like, damn, I'm really weak. You're like, where it's like, damn, I'm too weak to kill it. I don't think I'm going to be strong enough to ever kill that guy. You're fucking wrong, let me be honest, because you can become extremely insane. If you want to focus on character building in that game, you can. You want to focus on building a base, a boss arena, stuff like that. This game, I don't believe you can build a boss arena. I think you can, because they do respawn. I don't know if, because like I see mounted crossbows, you might be able to, but it says assign a pal with handy trait to use the crossbow to protect the base. There is raids on your bases, like where I'm at right now. These makes your base, gives you a fast travel point on the map. That's not what I wanted to look at. My bases aren't too far apart because I found an iron patch here behind this church, and I was like, yeah, we're just gonna stay. We're just gonna throw another base down. So far I've gotten 3. Then the max pals I got is 15. It says I can change in the settings, and I would if I could find the fucking setting, but I can't. Also, very Ark-like. The settings. This game is more like if you put Ark. I don't want to say Minecraft because this game is much less like Minecraft. It just has a similarity of the restarting, and it's a crafting game, so that means anything. Everyone also calls this Pokemon with guns. My opinion on this game is what should be the set sums it up really fast. Is it's like Ark with Pokemon. Like that's the best way to sum it up. It's like a much more unrefined Ark with Pokemon. And that's honestly what it is. It has a tech tree that you have to advance in. Pokemon does not have that. As someone who's unfortunately bought all of them. Not saying they're bad, they're just always Pokemon. Except Arceus. I didn't like Arceus. Because fucking, I don't know. I like the single fight thing. But with this game, it's not bad. Like, I feel like that's like my underlying opinion about it. It's not a bad game if this is what you like. If you like games where you're a character and you start off really weak compared to what you can become in the end, this game is excuse me, fantastic for you. Now, if you don't like these super grindy games, you're gonna just hours are literally going to disappear because that's how much shit you have to do in this game. Like me and my friend was playing, and we got to, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning almost every time we got off. Or no, it was 6 o'clock the first day we played. We got off at 6 o'clock. Second day, it's 2 in the morning. Third day, he had to take a break because he was tired from the game. Can't blame him because this game it's one of those games that's super demanding of somebody. You have to be doing something the entire time to progress, which is, it absolutely kills you in the end. Like, you're gonna get so burned out from the game. Don't know if that's how he feels, but honest to God, fuck, that is how I feel sometimes while playing this game, and I'm not making any progress because Jesus, the lack thereof progress is pretty. Not the lack thereof progress, but how slow you make it sometimes in the games is. In this one, you feel it. Like you have to explore. And And if you're at your base building, you don't get a lot of XP. You might get a decent amount, unless maybe this is the way I've been playing. I haven't been getting a lot. So whenever I go out though, I'm fighting stuff, I get a good amount. Like the only boss that I had a hard time with was this guy, because he would just keep vanishing and attacking me with this katana. Oh wait, this guy. He really does the brandish blade attack he kept using on me, and that was right here. I can show you guys. This attack was the only attack that I had a hard time dodging, because look, he just fucking appears. It's not. And as far as I know, he's the only one you can straight up command like that. This game also does need a command system where you can point at a specific enemy and then them go up and attack it. Because it makes any boss that has more than, has little sidekicks by it, pretty challenging due to the fact of if your monsters AoEs and stuff aren't hitting, and your guys just getting abused by smaller, weaker Pokemon, but due to the fact that there's so many of them and they're just constantly hitting, it's gonna chip so fast and kill them. So like the game has to have some kind of targeting system. It doesn't have to be like, it does have to be that way. It has to be good. It has to be like, I hold X or I press up on the D-pad while looking at an enemy, and he now attacks only that enemy until it dies, and then goes back to random automatic targeting, like mostly like that, like normal. I want that guy to stop attacking everything. There's also hot and cold. It is just kind of weird when you walk into a slightly too hot area and just start immediately taking chip damage. I think there should be definitely more of a grace period between then and that. Between like maybe 10 seconds, and then between 10 seconds and instantly, there should definitely be a fucking grace period. I'm wearing the hot armor, because the hot metal armor, I believe. And yeah, it's what I've been rocking since I went to the desert to catch a big guy. Yeah. But my base is nothing crazy. It's nothing real impressive. It's just also stuff gets stuck on top of trees really easy. I don't know which one he is because I have too many. So we're just gonna trade all of them out. But yeah, so Palworld is actually a fun game. Definitely recommend to play it. You really should, especially if you're on Xbox, because Game Pass on PC. This game is definitely fun. You can do a lot of goofy stuff in it. You want a cage of people, you got a cage of people. You want to sell a bunch of people too. You want to sell people to people. Hey, I'm not judging. You can do it. Like, these all count as pals. So if I walked over here, grabbed him, put that's who would be the most uninterrupted. All right, so this guy, he's this. You can catch traders, which is awesome in my opinion. It lets you then sell stuff at your base of whatever kind you want. But back to what I was saying, this stuff, like, you can sell them. Like, if I had him in my inventory still, I can sell him too. I love the fact that you can do that, because that's so goofy. Are you questioning me less of a good person? Most likely, and there's also shinies. But shinies are just kind of big versions of bosses. Or just normal guys. They're the normal guys, but big. I wish there's a little more to that. Maybe that's just me complaining. But like the king pack, he is just a llama. He's just just big as shit. This guy. They're normally a decent size, but when you get them shiny, he's even bigger. Like this guy too. He's just a much bigger version of himself. Like this guy, that tiny guy back there that you can see through the characters, he's tiny. He's big. That's the difference. That's as I think they might have more health. I can go check in a second, but I also don't think I really can because they're different levels. My character's cold because I'm wearing hot armor, and that's why I'm just taking damage. But nah, like it's if they're rare and supposed to be special, they should be a little more rare. I mean, they should be a little more special. And they're not that special. So that's the only problem. People also kind of suck. Their skills aren't nothing good. Actually quite bad. They can only do handy stuff. This guy can do the same as this guy, and all across the board. I don't know. I haven't caught the black market trader. Don't know. But if he also is that way, that's not great. I am trying to fill this up with people. Just show my thumb. Just be me. Do me. I like that. I like you can screw around so much in the game. And have so much freedom to do stuff. Like catch people or catch vendors and bring them to your base. I like those mechanics. You know, I can't say I've been taking too much advantage of them, but I've kind of just been catching them, and I don't think I've sold a single pal in this game yet. My base does definitely need some renovations, though. Now that I have better stuff. Not to mention, you can literally farm the basic pal spear, which honestly, I was like, at first I thought was kind of broken, but the fact is that these things can't catch half of the anything good. Sure, I might have 366, but that means I have 366 bosses that are just wasting space on bosses. And I can't use them, even when they're at 1 health. I can't use them. Like, they do no damage. I also like that these guys do get hungry while they're at your base. So, you can throw down farms, and then they'll farm while you're doing stuff. And due to, like, the little guys on the floor, I have a wheat farm. That's why that's there. But, yeah, the little guys who are making Pokeballs, the wheat, and the berries, and there's no item limit cap, which is fucking the best. What I mean by that is, if I go into my wood chest, so far, either the item number cap is so high that I just haven't ran into it yet. It might be like 9,999, but like that is ridiculous. That's good. That is a good height on stuff, especially when you're gonna need a lot of shit like throughout your playthrough. So it's nice to have not worry about making 40 chests just to hold one thing, like 5 chests just to hold wood, which would be absolutely irritating. I don't like doing that in games. It makes me not want to make chests. I don't know how to get coal yet, but like there's a couple things in the game that I'm still unaware of. Like I haven't used guns just due to the fact that I don't know how to get sulfur. I don't. I've been killing everything I found, but I can't find it. Maybe it's just not in my area. I know there's like a volcano right here. I saw my other playthrough. I've gotten sulfur from killing some stuff in my other playthrough, but I forget what because it's been a minute. But yeah, this game definitely a solid 7 with potential to become a 10. But Now to the cons. I really did try my hardest to talk this game up, but there's one overwhelming con about this game. The game studio itself. No, I'm not knocking on them. Never tried other games, so I have no experience with them. But truth be told, from what I heard, it's not great. Apparently, they have a tendency to up and quit on games in the preview. So, believe it or not, this game that has an enormous amount of bugs and is still very fresh, Palworld, is also a game preview. I know, shocking. But what comes with that is if this studio does choose to give up on Palworld, that means this game is gonna only go down and get progressively worse. And compared and get outshined by other games that either they go to make or continue to make, this game will just be overall a lesser version of itself. Say they go, because apparently they made a Over Dungeon, I believe that's the name of the game, and it is a crafting, basically another survival game, but this only it didn't have Pokemon. That's really the fucking difference. But that's like if they gave up on that game so quick, maybe it was maybe because it was such a lesser title. Because Palworld has definitely picked up traction. It has heft behind it because of the ideas it has mashed together. It really did snag a hook in the community. Pokemon with guns. You know how many people joined just because of that sentence alone? So they merged these two ideas. And I think it's actually really cool. I think it's fun. It may not be overall the most creative thing to just take other IPs, general ideas, but these guys are unique enough. I can't lie. If I looked at this and you told me it was a Pokemon, I would believe it. If you told me it was a PAL, I'd go, what the fuck's a PAL? That's just the overarching thing, because I still call these guys Pokemon. I think I've done it a couple times during this. I call them non-stop Pokemon, and it's not like it's a bad thing. It just means Pokemon has that much of an overwhelming impact on the gaming community. But alright, this boss that I have never fought, I have seen before. I've never fought him. Here, let's go in here. Let's see if I can take this guy extremely easy. He's a light dragon. Fuck it, throw my blue dragon at him. So, you can't just pick up your Pokemon in the middle of one of these guys' attacks. And I do have a decent amount of gear on. I also am a higher level than this, funny enough. It hasn't done it yet. I kind of lie. I've just been waiting for my character's AI just to stop working mid-fight. Let me get my bird out of there. All of its attacks are just kind of whiffing. How many balls do I have? I honestly don't mind if I kill you or not, so might as well just try to get you. And then if it doesn't work, oh shit. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Hit him with one more of those, and then we'll go for the catch. Alright, I've had enough. What? Oh, shit. Throw this one at him. There's different types of spheres and stuff. And when you throw them at them, they have the time. Like, if they shoot projectiles, they'll just fucking start walloping you with them when they pop out first thing. Alright, this guy's gonna get the fuck back down here. That's not gonna catch him. Yep. I just want you to come back. Yeah, but don't like how they can attack you and throw a projectile immediately after they hop out of this. Sometime they do it whenever they feel like doing it. It's unpredictable most of the time. But like that, look, just shit on that boss. No preparation. Just came across him. What the fuck was that? Was that a ghost or something? I don't know. I'll watch that footage back to see if I'm just tripping or not. But yeah, like I said, not a negative on the game. Kind of a negative, but it just needs way harder bosses. I need the bosses to feel like bosses. This game doesn't do a whole lot of that. They're kind of just bigger Pokemon that have slightly more health. Less of a challenge, more of just an endurance match between you, your 5 Pokemon, and the boss. So you have 6 chances to beat him, and where the boss has 1 with just a bigger health pool. That right there is not the most challenging of things. It's pretty damn easy to shit on the boss. These campsites, I like them. They do a good job. There's enough of them. They spawn randomly, or like they have set spawn locations they can spawn, but they do their part. They're fun. Little syndicate guys. They're not like all that strong. Yeah. I don't know if you can even go to the ice biome. I haven't even touched over there. Oh, my guy didn't attack. What I hit? Oh, I hit rocks. But there's also an egg system in the game. Pick up eggs. These large, huge. There's probably a blue one. Or no, there's probably a purple one. I call it enormous or something. Don't know. Haven't found one. But this game has everything it needs to become a great game. But the developers have to really deliver on their end because it's all development now. Game concept, it's there. It definitely it has the chance to be good. But if they choose to abandon the game like they've done in previous titles, then this game will definitely take a huge hit due to it. This game is not good enough in the state it is to survive a hit like that. Alright, let's fight this syndicate camp. Oh, they have nothing I want though. Let my guy do most of the work. Yeah, get out of here with that. I wish flame armor kind of like protected me more against it. Happy the grenade guy died? My guy's getting lit up by this guy. Not gonna lie to you. I'm probably gonna try to catch that guy. I don't think my guy can one-shot him. Oh, but you can still definitely shit on him. We don't want that. Can't hit me if I get too close. Yeah, definitely game needs a little work. Nice. Need more of those big guys. There's a boss underneath me. I think there's a cave somewhere around here to get to him. Ah, thought I found the cave. Yeah, but there's a cave somewhere around here to get to that guy. But yeah, long story short, game was pretty good. As you see, I have a fun time. I can get carried away playing it, so it's definitely not like it's a bad game or nothing. Like that's my overwhelming mindset on this game. It's just all I can say about it is it's not a bad game, but it's not a great game. But it has potential to become a great game if it has continued support from its development team. I'm sure a lot of people say that about a lot of games, but this game already has the fundamental building blocks already in it. Now, if this development team continues to work very hard and do a good job on it, then this game will be fucking fantastic. But if they choose to kill off the game, like they've done with previous titles, well, it's not going to do too well. Like I said, due to the fact that the game is not good enough as is right now. It will need future content to help it get better and bring more people in to play it. It'll need more Pokemon, more characters, more yada yada yada. Really looking for this cave entrance. The dungeons I do like that the little black cave right there. That is not the entrance to the boss I'm trying to find. It is just a dungeon. Dungeons are pretty neat. I think they're done well. Simple. Repeat a lot though. Only critique on the dungeons. No, I think I found him. I don't think he's in a little underground cave. No, that's not him. That's just a rock. Okay. Yeah, I'm having a hard time finding this guy. But yeah, to recap, essentially what I was saying Game needs further development. It is not good enough as is to survive if this game does choose to do what it did with other the developers choose to do what they did with other titles of theirs and abandon it. It will fail, and it will fail fast. A lot of people are actually returning the game due to the fact of the developers, not the game. The game has done nothing wrong thus far. It's been out on Xbox for 3 days, 4 days. It came out Thursday, and I'm doing this Monday. So 4 days. It's been out 4 days, and it has returned due to the fact of sure it's buggy, and I'm sure that had it, but due to the developers' past history. So that goes to show that some people really do care, but they'll still buy Call of Duty. Makes no sense. That's just a funny look, right? Maybe this is not the games you should support if that's what they do, if they do quick cash grabs. But this game right here has actually a fantastic title, and let's see if they were just throwing around cash grabs until they actually landed a successful IP. Maybe that's what they're doing. Who honestly knows? I found it. Fall damage in this game is not a problem either, really. It's there, but barely. Water, still janky shit. And the deer can't fit through half of these. So I have to run on my own 2 feet, unfortunately. Alright. Well, guys, that is really all this game needs, in my opinion. It needs further development, refinement. And it needs to be updated and added more mobs, so it continues to feel a relative sense of fresh to it. And if this game continues the way it's going, it will get pretty stale pretty fast, especially with a game that demands a lot of energy out of you to play. If you're constantly becoming a fucking taskmaster, then it's really, really gonna drain you. Drain you fast. That attack is pretty scary. Like, look at this. This is not a bad looking game, minus all the visual bugs that's going on right now. It's just a bunch of... This game just has a shit ton of bugs. But it's also a preview. So, it's not like it's a AAA game that just got dropped and you had to pay $70 for. If you have Game Pass and you bought on Game Pass, I'd recommend that the way to do it. Sure, that doesn't support the developers the way that they may need, but it sure does make sure you get way more bang for your buck. You don't own this game if they decide to not further care about it. I don't recommend buying the game because it is a preview. That means you have no idea of what direction the game's going to go in the future. Alright, that's it, enough. Quick. But yeah, that is my honest opinion. Not a bad game. You won't have you have pretty decent time playing it. If you're into these games, definitely go for it. And not to mention, if you have Xbox Game Pass, definitely give it a try. See what you think. And thank you for watching.